Hey guys, what's going on? So today I thought I'd do a video of some of my favorite graphic novels. This was gonna be like a top 10, but I don't feel like doing a list because then you gotta figure out what order you gotta put them in, and you gotta explain why they're like number one to number 10. So I just picked 5 books, and if you are, getting into reading comics and you really want to know what's good out there or what's bad out there, I will be doing a list of what's bad because I have picked up some real bad stinkers, um, of my own fault. But I might do that later. But these are some of my favorite ones I like to read. I've read them more than once. So we'll just get into this. The first one up is Batman Dark Victory by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Now, Long Halloween is a great book, but I prefer Dark Victory over Long Halloween, just because it has Robin in it. This is the introduction for Robin too. You can tell I've read this a lot. It's really beat up, but it's a great book. It's great art. Tim Sale is always one of those unique artists, and what makes him unique is that he's colorblind. So when he can put color to Batman, it's amazing what he can actually do. Now I don't know if he's black and white colorblind or if he's certain shades of colorblind, but just the way he can do a book is just spectacular. And like I said, the art's great. The story in this it just keeps you on the edge of your seat, just like Long Halloween. Um, you have like almost all the main villains. You got like Catwoman there in her classic little cat outfit. Uh, there's Calendar Man. I believe Joker's in this. And what it basically is, it's somebody is killing cops, and Batman's trying to figure out, is this the one when someone's killing cops? I'm pretty sure this is the one where someone's killing cops. And there's Two-Face there. Look at Two-Face. The details on his deformed half it's something else. There's Poison Ivy, Solomon Grundy. Great. It's a great crime book too. If it wasn't Batman, it would still be a great book. But I don't want to give too much away. If you have not read this yet, pick it up. If you have read this, then you know what I'm talking about. What was the other? There was 3. There was the orange one. It was something to do with Scarecrow. I can't remember it. I know it was the first one, Long Halloween, and this was the third one they did, Dark Victory. But it's a great book, and I highly recommend it. Next up is Moon Knight. Now, I don't have the slipcover to this because my son decided to rip it off and destroy it. But this is from the Brian Hutch run he did. This was, I think Moon Knight had disappeared for a while, and I think it was in the 90s he had his last series, or 2000 something, and they brought him back, and Charlie Huston, David Finch. He's just a great artist. Charlie Huston is known for his novels. I'm not too familiar with his comic book stuff, but Dave and his artwork is it's beautiful. Just in this whole story arc, the first 6 it blew me away. I've read this more than once, and each time it's just more and more impressive. It does have a bit of an origin story to it, but it doesn't take away from the actual story. It's maybe like 1 or 2 pages, which is good. When you're bringing back a character, you want to refresh everybody, but just the way that it was told, the story was told, it was just great. It was a story of a broken hero and coming back stronger than ever. What makes a true hero? Can a hero redeem himself? it was one of those great things. Here he's talking about Hawkeye making fun of him wearing all white. He's like, I'm not gonna hide in the shadows. I want the criminals to see me coming, and that's just awesome. And he is the disciple of Khonshu. I think I said that right, Khonshu, god of vengeance and the moon. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. Sorry. I don't mean to swear. But that's just beautiful artwork. I just love it. In this one, he has a pain pill addiction. He wasn't in an accident and he got his legs all messed up. So he can't really walk. And he basically begs Khonshu to resurrect him again and make him a hero. Bit of flashback of how he got messed up. But I highly recommend but this run. Moon Knight is pretty good, like across the board, but this particular one was awesome. Brian Michael Bendis' run, I think it was like 12 issues, pretty good too, and it dealt with more of his schizophrenia than this one did. For a superhero that has schizophrenia, that's awesome. Next up is Chew. They just ended this run. It was a 60-issue run. They kind of left it on a cliffhanger. I don't know if it's going to have volume 2, if it's going to be a spin-off, but the story is just unique. The artwork is beautiful. There's not much I can say bad about Chew. I'm kind of looking forward to, they're doing like a cartoon movie kind of thing. We'll flip to the artwork here. Now, what makes Chew unique is that he's a chibiopathic. I think that's how you say it. It's where he eats, whatever he eats, he can see basically how it came to be. Like, if he eats an apple, he knows everything. He knows from the guy that picked it, where it was grown. If he eats a burger, he sees everything from the slaughterhouse guy killing the beef and whatnot. Only thing he can really eat is beets, and he gets nothing from beets. The story revolves around him and FDA, I think, Food and Drug Agency, and there is a ban on chicken. There's a reason there's a ban on chicken. There was some sort of plague, and they blamed it on eating chicken, and a bunch of people died, and now it's illegal to eat the poultry. And yeah, this is just beautiful. I just love this. There's not much I can say more about this. Now, I just lied right there. There is other people, like criminals in this series, that have their own special abilities. One can carve anything out of chocolate and use it as a weapon, like a gun. It's weird. There's another one. He can steal other people's powers and use them as himself. His quote-unquote girlfriend, everything that she writes, she's a food critic. So when somebody reads her bylines in the paper, they can actually taste what she's describing. And it was pretty gross. Some of the stuff, everyone's getting sick after they're reading her article there. There's Savio, I don't know, one of his partners. It's just a really awesome book, and I would highly recommend this one. It's funny. It's really funny. I like it. So, I'll just flip through it some more so you guys can actually see it. I'm not trying to be quiet here. I'm just trying to show you guys there. But yeah, definitely a pickup. Who wrote this one? Yeah, John Layman and Rob, I hate saying last names, Galleroy was the artist. So they stayed on for the whole 60 issues. So that's always good. That's always good to see artists and the writers, stick around and do an actual whole series instead of just doing like maybe 6 to 12 issues and you get new guys. Next up is Robert Kirkman's Invincible. Very cool superhero movie. Movie. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Superhero book. It's basically, I want to say, like Superman. An alien discovers that he has powers and he tries to do good by them, but there's a twist. I don't want to say what the twist is because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, beautiful artwork. Funny, brutal at some points. It's just one of those series that makes you want to read every issue, and I have read up to every issue, and this does end. The series does end at what issue? 140 something. It's just ending up his 12 issue run, or starting up the end of his 12 issue run, and yeah, the artist does change. I want to say maybe volume 3, they change artists, or he just draws it differently. But beyond that, it's just a brutal, fun, crazy book, superhero book, and it just gets more crazy. It doesn't really pick up maybe till volume 2 or 3, and then beyond that, it's just more gore, more blood, more insane fighting, more great stories. Like, this is just a build up, and if you stick with this and you read the more volumes, you will get payoff. It just takes a little bit, so you might not be like thrilled with the first volume, but after a while you just get hooked, and I got hooked real bad. And the last one up I'll do for this video is the new Avengers Breakout. Now, this was after the Avengers Disassembled, where She-Hulk goes nuts, most of the Avengers go nuts, and this is basically where they're coming back together. So the new Avengers, basically. I've had this book for a long time, and Brian Michael Bendis is just a great writer. He did the whole series of the new Avengers. He basically stuck with the Avengers for a long while, and David Finch did the work again. David Finch and his brilliant artwork. I think he's just a fantastic artist. I just love him. Oh yeah, Scarlet Witch lost her mind. That's what happened. So you basically start with Electro, and he's given this job where he has to break somebody out of the raft. And there's Daredevil there, Spider-Woman, Luke Cage, Purple Man. It's basically just a breakout story in this one, and and the assemble of the Avengers. There's Electro breaking somebody out. Now, there was something cool here. Where the hell is it? Oh, there's all the villains. They all escape, or most of them escape, and they have to find them. The Sentry. Where the hell is it? There's one thing in here I thought was just awesome. There it is. Carnage with Foggy Nelson there. Daredevil's partner and friend. That's just awesome. I love that. David Finch did an awesome job at drawing Carnage there. Mr. Hyde. Some really unknown or not really used villains were in this book. And there's a Sentry basically ripping Carnage in half in space. Then Carnage disappeared for years. Oh, here's Hydro Man. Purple Man. Then they go looking for whoever they got broken out. Then they end up in the Savage Land. Wolverine joins the team. Where's Wolverine? There's Wolverine. Look. That is awesome. They're fighting a T-Rex. Like, come on. Nope, they're all naked. But I don't want to give away the ending if you have not read this. But again, it's another awesome book. It's another awesome series. I have all of them. I do have some individual issues, but I usually stuck with the hardcovers because I just wanted them all like that. Again, beautiful artwork. But anyway, guys, this video has gone a lot longer than most of my videos do. So yeah, sorry. I hope you guys have patience to watch all this. But yep, so that's it. Let me know if you have read any of those. If there is other books out there that you guys recommend for me to read if I have not read them. So yeah, just leave me a comment, throw me a like if you have liked this video, and hit me up with a subscribe if you haven't, because it's always fun to have new people watch my videos. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.